1800 hours Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Sumera Kamal. First, the headlines. Prime Minister says the construction of quality highways will increase connectivity between rural and urban areas and enhance trade and employment opportunities in the country. Information Minister says Pakistan is approaching the Interpol to get investigated the matter of fake posts and emails generated from India to threaten New Zealand team. 2-week-long trilateral exercise Three Brothers 2021 comprising Pakistan, Azerbaijan and Turkey concluded in Azerbaijan. Foreign Minister has reiterated that Pakistan will continue to assist in the distribution of humanitarian aid to Afghanistan. US President says Washington is opening a new chapter of diplomacy after ending the 2 decades of war in Afghanistan. 22 journalists among 43 other personalities have been banned from travelling outside the held territory to keep outside world unaware of Indian war crimes in illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Imran Khan has said road infrastructure plays an important role in economic development and construction of quality highways will increase connectivity between the rural and urban areas. Chairing a review meeting in Islamabad today regarding progress on various projects being completed under National Highway Authority, he said it will also enhance trade and employment opportunities in the country. The Prime Minister said standard infrastructure helps reduce maintenance expenditure and the bill to import petroleum products. He directed to ensure release of funds for timely completion of projects. Prime Minister Imran Khan has felicitated Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau on election victory. In a tweet, he said Pakistan looks forward to working together with Canada to further strengthen the bilateral relationship. Finance Minister Shaukat Tareen has said the government is taking measures to bring down the prices of edible oil by about 50 rupees per kilogram. Addressing a news conference along with the Minister of State for Information and Broadcasting Farooq Habib and Special Assistant on Food Security Jamshed Iqbal Chima, he said it has been decided to extend tax relief to the companies to bring down the prices of edible oil in the country. He said the prices of sugar has also been notified at 89.75 rupees per kilogram. Farooq Habib said the government is striving to provide relief to the people and it has not fully passed the impact of increase in international prices of essential commodities to the masses. Jamshed Iqbal Chima said our oil, wheat and sugar prices are lowest in the region. Minister for Information and Broadcasting Chaudhry Fawad Hussain says the government is working to materialize the railway project linking Gwadar and Karachi to Central Asian republics via Mazar Sharif under China-Pakistan Economic Corridor project. Addressing the business conference in Islamabad today, he said the government is working on fast-track development strategy and that Pakistan's importance in the context of regional and global connectivity has increased manifold, for it is becoming a global player in decision-making. The Information Minister said an inclusive and strong government is not only in the interest of Afghanistan but also for a durable peace and stability in the entire region. He said that Pakistan is also a strong supporter of peace and stability in South Asia, but RSS-inspired Modi regime is the main hurdle in better relations between the two countries. Minister for Information and Broadcasting Chaudhry Fawad Hussain has regretted that a fake threat alert was created from India to get the New Zealand tour of Pakistan cancelled. Addressing a news conference in Islamabad today along with Interior Minister Sheikh Rashid Ahmed, he said the international bodies including the International Cricket Council should take notice of the issue. He said we are approaching the Interpol to get the matter of the fake post and emails generated from India to threaten New Zealand team investigated. Chaudhry Fawad Hussain also asked the New Zealand government to share the specific threat they received. The Information Minister said Pakistan is facing the 5th-generation hybrid war as fake news against Pakistan are being generated at state level. Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi has regretted that the United States has not recognized Pakistan's supportive role during Afghanistan-related developments. Speaking at a news briefing organized by Foreign Press Association in New York, he said Pakistan extended full help to the United States in negotiations with Taliban and during the withdrawal of its troops and people from Afghanistan. Shah Mahmood Qureshi also reiterated that Pakistan will continue to assist in the distribution of humanitarian aid and can be a hub for distribution of assistance. This is Radio Pakistan. Trilateral exercise Three Brothers 2021 culminated in Azerbaijan. Special forces of Pakistan, Turkey and Azerbaijan participated in the exercise. The 2 weeks long exercise focused the capability to counter regional terror threats in a hybrid scenario, fostering combined force interoperability, joint force integration and enhanced capabilities in amphibious operations. The chief guest of final exercise was Azerbaijan Minister of Defense Zakir Hasnov. Major General Mumtaz Hussain from Pakistan also attended the concluding ceremony. Meanwhile, the opening ceremony of the exercise Peace Mission under the ambit of Shanghai Cooperation Organization platform was held at Donggu's training area of Russia. Troops from all SCO member states are participating in the exercise under extremely challenging field environment. Tri-Services contingent of Pakistan Armed Forces is also participating in the exercise. The exercise is focused on anti-terrorist operations and best practices in counter-terrorism domain. Belarus is taking part in the exercise as an observer. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, the authorities have placed restrictions on scores of journalists mostly working with international media outlets to prevent them from travelling abroad. According to KMS, the restrictions have been imposed to keep the outside world unaware of the Indian war crimes in the Helmand Valley. These journalists, human rights activists and academicians are critical of the Modi regime's inhuman treatment of the Kashmiri people. Meanwhile, anti-India and pro-freedom protest demonstrations erupted in Baramulla town today against the injuries to a youth in unprovoked firing by Indian troops in Azad Ganj area of the town. At the United Nations, world leaders have called for peace and stability in the region after US military withdrawal and the Taliban takeover in Afghanistan. They were addressing the 76th session of UN General Assembly at United Nations headquarters in New York. Emir of Qatar Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani in his speech stressed the necessity of continuing dialogue with Taliban because boycott only leads to polarization and reactions, whereas dialogue could bring in positive results. In his speech, Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan said regardless of the political process, Afghanistan needs the help and solidarity of the international community. President Erdogan expressed hope that peace, stability and security will be established in the country as soon as possible and that the Afghan people will find relief. In a video message, Iranian President Ibrahim Raisi said if an inclusive government having an effective participation of all ethnicities shouldn't emerge to run Afghanistan, security will not be restored to the country. In a pre-recorded address, Uzbek president said the influence and voice of United Nations on Afghanistan must be heard louder than ever. The Uzbek president reiterated his proposal for the General Assembly to establish a permanent UN committee on Afghanistan to improve international cooperation. In his recorded speech, President Sardar expressed the hope that social political stability and law and order will be quickly re-established in Afghanistan. Afghan Taliban have asked to address world leaders at the United Nations General Assembly in New York this week. According to a UN spokesperson, the request to participate in the high-level debate is being considered by a credentials committee comprising 9 members that includes United States, China and Russia. Taliban have nominated their Doha-based spokesperson Zohail Shaheen as Afghanistan's UN ambassador. And finally, the weather. Rain, wind, thunder shower is expected in Punjab, Islamabad, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Kashmir, Gilgit-Baltistan, upper southeastern Sindh and northeast Balochistan during the next 12 hours. Isolated heavy falls are also expected during the period. To end the news, here are some of the headlines once again. Prime Minister says the construction of quality highways will increase connectivity between rural and urban areas and enhance trade and employment opportunities in the country. 2-week-long trilateral exercise Three Brothers 2021 comprising Pakistan, Azerbaijan and Turkey concluded in Azerbaijan. US President says Washington is opening a new chapter of diplomacy after ending 2 decades of war in Afghanistan. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analyses, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/radio Pakistan News of